Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were having a news conference. I'll just go out the other exit.
This news conference is for you.
For me?
Your name is Elizabeth Johnson, isn't it?
Yes, but there must be some kind of mistake. I'm not famous. I haven't done anything. Who would want to read anything I did?
You just made a deposit at this bank, did you not?
Yes. Here's my deposit slip. But what's newsworthy about that?
Have you looked at your bank balance?
No, I don't balance my checkbook until the end of the month when I get my bank statement. Wait a minute. This can't be right.
What does it say?
It says my bank balance is over $1 million.
How do you feel about that?
Feel about that? I feel like someone is playing a practical joke on me. That's how I feel.
What would you say if we told you that an anonymous donor has deposited $1 million into your account?
No way. $1 million? No way.
According to the branch manager, an anonymous donor deposited the $1 million in the form of a cashier's check. The deposit is for real. You can draw out the money anytime you want.
No way.
What would you like to tell the donor by way of the press?
Tell him?
Yes, what would you like to say to him?
Before I say anything, I have a lot of things to ask.
Like what?
Like why?
So your first question to the donor is why?
Yes. Why would he give anyone $1 million? And why choose?
According to the press release given to us by the anonymous donor, the donor is very wealthy. He gives gifts to people because giving is his nature. He also said he chose you for reasons that only he could understand.
So this is...
This donor has done this many times before, and the first impression of the recipient is always disbelief. What other emotions are you feeling besides disbelief?
Well, frankly, I'm still a little skeptical. I'm wondering if this gift comes with strings attached.
According to the donor, all the conditions for your use of the gift are written on your deposit receipt.
Nothing is written here except the date, my deposit, and the balance. Does that mean there aren't any strings attached?
According to the donor's press release, there are no strings attached. So what will you do with the money?
Well, I don't know. I haven't had time to think about it.
Are you experiencing any physical sensations as a result of this gift?
Physical sensation?
Yes. Does the gift give you a burning in your bosom?
A what?
A burning in your bosom. Some people think that when you receive a generous gift, it gives you a burning in your bosom. Is that true for you?
No, as a matter of fact, except for a little nervousness from being confronted by the press corps, I have no physical symptoms at all. Is that a problem?
Well, some people think that if you don't have some physical symptoms, like a burning in the bosom or like blurting out gibberish, you haven't really received a gift at all?
Well, that's ridiculous. Unless I drop it on my toe, I don't see how a gift of any kind can cause physical symptoms.
Do you feel that your life has changed in any way as a result of...
Well, of course. I have $1 million to dispose of. That will take a lot of planning.
How will you dispose of the money?
I don't know. I'm sure it'll take a lot of planning. It would be foolish to spend it all in self-indulgence and then spend the rest of my life as if I didn't receive the gift.
Yes, but do you think that you are a different person now that you have received this gift?
A different person? No. Now that I think about it, I don't think any gift really changes who you are. Depending on the gift, I suppose it changes the way you act, but this is still me, and this is still me.
So you're still the same person you were before you received?
Yes, of course. I suppose over time the things I do with this gift will change how I react to things, and I suppose over time I'll change, but not now, not right.
Do you think your life would be different if you spent the money as opposed to if you gave it away?
Sure. Spending and giving are habits. If I get into the habit of giving, I'll end up a different person than if I get into the habit of spending. Sure, my life will be a lot different depending on what I do with it.
Do you feel any obligation to spend it or give it?
Not right now. It's a big gift. It will take a lot of thought.
Do you think it's possible that you'll just leave the money in the bank and do nothing with your...
That's a good question. Nothing says I have to do something with a gift. I suppose that one of the options I have to consider is to do nothing with my gift.
If you knew the person who gave you the gift, do you think it would change the way you use your gift?
Yes, it would. If I knew that the donor was a generous person and is not just doing this to see me agonize over this gift, I suppose I would tend to be generous with my gift also.
If the donor sent his personal assistant to help you plan what you would do with this gift, would you welcome the assistance?
That was quick. Would you like to elaborate on that?
Well, if a donor with huge resources gives me a gift, then offers to help me use the gift, I would be a fool to refuse.
Wouldn't you consider that to be meddling?
No. Perhaps with the help of this assistant, I could learn to become more like...
What's the matter?
Is something wrong?
I just had this discussion last night at dinner, but it had nothing to do with $1 million. It had to do with the gift of salvation and the Holy Spirit.
Where are you going?
This is not a news conference. This is a dream. I'm going back to sleep.
Sweet dreams.
Based on a play by Bob Snook, Conditions for Use. Do not sell any part of this script, even if you rewrite it. Pay no royalties, even if you make money from the performance. You may reproduce and distribute this freely, but all copies must contain this statement.